As an educator, I always want to make sure that my students are understanding and learning the content. And sometimes that means getting resources that helps them study and learn. And Quizlet is one of those great tools to do that. So Quizlet is a website where there are ways students can review and learn the content. Quizlet has flashcards, practice quizzes, and activities that they can do to help learn the content. One thing that I also love about Quizlet is that they have this live option where students can play a review game. Again, this is great for review. It can also be used for warm-ups and/or exit tickets. So now let's go take a look at Quizlet. Okay, so we're going to look at Quizlet. So Quizlet is an online digital study resource for your students. I have used this as a student myself, and I've had my students use it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. So I'm going to log in with Google for this one. As you can see, it already has my account right here. And then this is my home, my dashboard. So as you can see, I have a little bit of information. It has two options, so I can create notes, generates flashcards with AI, or I can create my own flashcards. I have one right here that I use with one of my students, so short vowels and consonant blends. So I'm going to click on this so you can see what it looks like. Once you create your own flashcards, it gives some options. You can do some self-study activities. These are great for students for independent work. So they can use flashcards, they can test themselves, they can play a matching game, they can also do some cue chats as well as a learn option too. I know my students love the matching one. They like to try to outmatch everyone else and try to get the fastest time, which is amazing. And one thing that I really love about Quizlet is now they have this Quizlet live action right here. So we're going to go to the live action. And so Quizlet Live is just kind of like Kahoot and Quizzes, where it becomes an interactive game. And you have different options that you can do. You can do a teams one where it will randomly select students into teams so that they can work in groups to figure it out. I think that's great if you're doing something like hard like math or chemistry where they're maybe balancing equations where it might need more than one person to really work on that for time purposes. Or you can make it an individual one where they each have their own option and they can play it on their own. So we're going to do an individual. So you're going to select it. Then they have the option, how do you want to play it? Do you want it to be that they show the definition and then you have to do the term? Or do you want it to show the term and they have to do the definition? I usually like to do the definition and then they have to pick the term from it. So I'm going to select that. And then it goes to this. It generates a code for them, a QR, or you can copy the game link. Once you wait for everyone, it'll create the game. One thing I love when they create the game is that they actually give each student an animal as their thing. And so when it shows up, when it actually goes into the live mode, instead of showing their name, it shows the animal, and then it gives this bar and it shows them going step by step. So it kind of gives them kind of like a race situation to the finish line, which is really cool. And they love seeing that because it gives them that like energy and that motivation to continue. Once you are done with the live mode, you will finish it. It will exit out of it, and then it will actually give you a report back. Because I haven't done one of these in a really long time, I don't have a report to show you, but it will give you a report back on who did what, how well they did, and give you some data and analytics for this. I love that because it works well for attendance, formative assessments, a check-in with students, and data for any of your goals that you're doing for your school as well. So that is a little bit about Quizlet, and I hope that you enjoy it and use it in your own classroom.